Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you probably all know, the Ukrainian counteroffensive is on full swing, and we have some information here coming from the Russians, which according to them destroy Leopard tanks, the German famous Leopard tanks, one by one. Now this comes from the Russians, and I will give you the update from the Russian perspective. But first, let me give you a little summary of the other side's perspective, what's being reported. And this is it. The Ukrainian counteroffensive is in full swing, is doing a great job, and it says it penetrated the first line of the Russian defense. Right? The Russians are terrified, the Ukrainians are winning. Got that? All this now put aside and see what the Russians are saying about it. So this article comes from Russia Today. It is from June 10th, 2023. 4 more Ukrainian Leopard 2 tanks destroyed. Now it's very interesting because they call them Ukrainian Leopard 2 tanks. Now these are German Leopard 2 or German-made Leopard 2 tanks used by the Ukrainians. But hey, they put it this way, it works. And let me give you about a few seconds of this. Before I made this video, I uploaded another video with a footage provided by a Ukrainian, how should I put it, operated Bradley motor vehicle, armored motor vehicle, which is Bradley is made by the Americans. And they show a Bradley going in front of it and being destroyed. They don't know by a mine, but whatever, but it's destroyed. In the title of that video, I put footage shows a US Bradley being destroyed. Now, I didn't put probably US made Bradley. I should have put Ukrainian Bradley because YouTube had a big problem with that. So I said, you know what, let me do this. I took out the US thing, I put Ukrainian. It still had a problem, I don't know. And then I said, okay, let me upload it again. I uploaded again the same video. I put the same title, except the US. I took out the word US over there. The video is just fine, just so you know. So now I understand that when I refer to the US or the British or the Western supplied weapons in Ukraine, I should refer to them as Ukrainian, not US. Okay, lesson learned. So you got to learn how to maneuver to shit all the time. So you learn, they teach you what you can do and what you can't do, what you can say or you can't say. Now, to be honest, I don't think I was very proper. I don't want to say very proper. I know I was proper because I didn't expect them to have a problem with the US Bradley. Because I say US, I should have probably put US made Bradley, even though I don't think that was the only thing, the US, that everything. Probably they said, well, it was not a US, United States Army's Bradley that was blown up in Ukraine. It was a Ukrainian Bradley of the US provenience and blah, blah, blah. All right, well, people would be like, oh my God, the Americans are fighting in Ukraine. Okay, so let's go to this article here. So they blow up, these guys, 4 more Ukrainian German-made Leopard 2 tanks destroyed. All attempts to advance by Kiev forces have been fruitless, Russia's defense ministry has said. The Russian military has destroyed 9 Ukrainian tanks, including 4 German-made Leopard 2, as it successfully repelled attempts at advancing by Kiev forces, Russia's Ministry of Defense has said. Over the past 24 hours, Ukraine, and I'm quoting, continued fruitless attempts to carry out offensive operations, end quote, in the south of Russia's Donetsk People's Republic, near the city of Artyomovsk and Zaporozhye region, the ministry spokesman, Lieutenant General Igor Konashenkov, said during a briefing on Saturday. So let's go and see where that thing is. This is an old thing here. On the map, ram pam pam, and we have right here, this is the map. This is where the war occurs, the front line is. Artemovsk is right here, which is Bakhmut actually, and the Zaporozhye is right here. This is the Zaporozhye front. So if you look like that, this is the Sea of Azov, this is Crimea, this is the Black Sea. So they say it's going on in here, Zaporozhye, and here in the, so this must be from Bakhmut down south here. This is where this counteroffensive mainly occurs. They try to break the front here. So once they do it here, they think that they will, you know, separate Crimea from the mainland Russia here. Probably going to blow up the Kerch Bridge in the future. Therefore, then they can cross the Dnieper River here. But the thing was blown up right here, the dam. So when the dam was, this is where the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant is, Energodar. So this was blown up here, and then I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna probably go this way and cut off the Russians. All right. So now we go the location. Let's put it big like this. So you know, in the center of all this. All right, besides the 9 tanks, Kiev forces are also down 11 armored personnel carriers, which include 5 US-supplied Bradley fighting vehicles. I will try this one next time in my title. 14 armored cars and a French-made Caesar self-propelled howitzers. He pointed out the Ukrainian military losses in terms of manpower during this period has reached up to 300 troops, according to Konashenkov. So this is the Russian version of the events in the new, or the new Ukrainian counteroffensive. Well, probably with these lies and those lies, you put them together and you are lied by all sides. Because, you know, when I use the Ukrainian side, I also use the American free press, free media, you know what I mean, and British and German, because they say the same thing that the Ukrainians are saying. Most of the time, when you see an article coming from Reuters or something like that, they take, you know, excerpts from the Ukrainian media, which is, I don't know, you have someone involved in a crime and you ask, can you tell me what happened? Yeah, I'm going to tell you what happened. And he's the suspect. He's going to tell you what happened. And then these people are going to print it for the big masses to say, oh, yeah. I'm not saying the Ukrainians are criminals here, but they are involved in a fight with another country, which obviously they will not say, yes, we are losing, or no, they were always winning. I mean, have you heard from the beginning of this fight, the Western mass media saying, I don't know, while the Ukrainians are pushed back, are losing 99% of the time, or more than 99% of the time, I would say 99.9%, it was, oh, the Ukrainians are winning, the Russians are losing. Just pick up a map and look over and see where the whole thing occurs. It's true that the whole front was, you know, not moving, frozen for 8 months since the Ukrainian previous counteroffensive in October, I think, September, October, which they were successful, but the Russians said, well, we get ready for a winter, we go to better defensive positions and so on, so we let them come over and do their little counteroffensive. Again, this is the Russians saying that those are the Ukrainians. Remember, the first victim of war is truth. So, this is it. Those Leopards, send more Leopards, send more Bradleys, because these guys are picking them one by one. They're not invincible as Patriot systems or the HIMARS. None of those were blown up yet. All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.